in. Hey there, happy Jupiter Day. I hope you are doing well. I am the truth, and you are too. Welcome to this week's readings. Everything you need to know pertaining to me and my services is located in the description box of this video below. For this week's readings, I will be channeling with Darius Thoth, who is supporting because it's highest good and the highest good. If you look up Thoth, you'll see that he is an Egyptian god who has a head of an ibis or a baboon sometimes, I guess. I think I see him more with the head of an ibis more than a baboon. But yeah. He's the god of the moon. He's he's the god of reckoning, of learning, of writing. He is the creator of language. He is also the god of wisdom and magic. I asked Thoth myself, who are you and how would you like for me to describe you? And the following came up. The numbers 7 and 8 came up. I see 7 as harmony, balance, union, especially like relationships, friendships. And also, I see that as like it could be money and like finances, and it could be love. And I see the number 8 as like the infinity sign, like the infinity sign, and then like kind of like the what goes around comes back around kind of thing, the full circle kind of thing. I see it as a cycle. Number 8 as a cycle. I see it number 8 as money as well, and intuition as well, and mysterious. And the zodiac signs Pisces and Aquarius also came up, and the following Doth mentioned the following: faith, hope, destiny, fortune, luck, miracles, wishes. There in times of hopelessness, insecure, in times of hopelessness or insecurity, overall abundance of possibilities. Currently, and then strategy and trickery and illusions, believing, having faith, having confidence is important. And that is their thoughts for you. And I'll be channeling with him for this week's readings. If you hear any extra sounds during this reading, I apologize in advance. Life is life, and I don't want to let it get too much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's very much appreciated and it's helpful. And let's get into this week's readings. So I'm just gonna catch up on things. So I'm gonna do the Mars Day weekly forecast predictions. I'm gonna do the Mercury Day energy reading, and I'm gonna do the Jupiter Day card pool for today. So I'm gonna start with the Mars Day weekly forecast predictions. Okay. Let's see the timing real quick. And okay. So yeah, I will start with that with the Mars Day weekly forecast predictions. And I'll start with the journal summary for the Mars Day weekly forecast predictions. It's not really much. It's just honestly two number sequences. It's 111 and 444 that were coming up a lot. And that's just the journal summary right there. 111, 444. It could be something about like security, foundation, safety, protection, feeling safe, and all that. And let's go on to where we currently are in the planets. Currently, we are in the age of Aquarius, where there's rebellion, revelation, humanity, changes, epiphanies, realizations, and awakenings. Within that, we are in Sagittarius season. Sagittarius season started on November 23rd, and it's going to end on December 21st. And Sagittarius can be described or seen as the following. Sagittarius is known as the archer, the centaur, half man, half horse, the seeker. It is the I seek sign. It is a mutable sign. It is a fire sign. It is ruled by the planet Jupiter. It is a divine masculine sign. It is, and then the gemstone topaz is associated with Sagittarius, and the hips, the thighs, and the muscles are anatomically associated with Sagittarius. And in tarot, the Temperance card and the Wheel of Fortune card are associated with Sagittarius. And Sagittarius can be described as the following: optimistic, restless, enthusiastic, adventurous, irresponsible, outspoken, independent, desire for direction, a higher purpose, and abundance. The Milky Way is most dense near the Sagittarius constellation, and Sagittarius has a love for freedom. Sagittarius is easygoing. Sagittarius does not like routine and is spontaneous. Okay, and then um, I'm doing it for Mars Day, so I'm gonna let you know where the placements were for the Moon and Mars on Mars Day. So I'm going to describe the waxing gibbous moon in Aries and the Mars in Leo retrograde. So first, let's do the waxing gibbous moon in Aries. The waxing gibbous moon means the following. Okay, just had to make sure. So the waxing moon means the following: adjustments, refining, editing, reevaluating what has been working, what has not been working, reflecting on how your planning is aligned with reality and how to pivot it to make it work the best, flowing with feelings of change. And then the moon in Aries means the following: can be impatient, has a hard time waiting for things to happen, whims of the moment, values instant gratification, can be very defensive, confrontational, straightforward, flares up, starts and ends quickly, temperamental emotions, independence, self confidence, not always the most peaceful, short lived, intense desires, rarely sulk or plays drawn out games of manipulation. They rarely do that. They're driven by own needs, fast reaction, willingness to gamble, take a risk, willing to step into the unknown, and the self. And then Mars is currently retrograde in Leo, and is gonna enter. Is gonna go back into Cancer on January 6, 2025. And Mars retrograde in Leo. Well, Mars in Leo means the following: passion, go getter, getting what you want, driven to create, to make your mark, to express yourself and to be seen, sexually playful, direct, prefers romance, luxury, a strong need to create, significance, importance, calculated, risk taking, passions, desires are high, strong will, ambition, sense of calling, long lasting sexual passion, and easily aroused. Acts with the heart, enjoyment, happiness, excitement, play. Ego can be destructive or helpful. Confidence, you can have an overconfidence. If you want something, you gotta be it and you gotta work for it. And in summary, what I got from the waxing gibbous moon in Aries and the Mars in in Leo is the following: the self, like autonomy, individuality, the self, a needs enough patience to use, and I put here, you need enough patience to use the time to adjust, to reflect, to realign, and to fix and connect and correct. Yeah, so needing enough patience to use the time to adjust, reflect, realign, fix, or correct. And then driven and ambition could just be good old eagerness, or it could be impulsiveness or hastiness. So that's what I got from that. So yeah, um let's go into the card reading to close that one out. Let's go into the reading to close that one out. Mm, 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 mm. All right, let's go. Oops. Oops. Sorry, I gotta get used to these cards. They're new and I gotta break them in. Oh, no. Oof. gonna do it like, let me do one more time. And if not, I'm probably just gonna pick from it. It's hard to shuffle it out right now. All right, one more time. Ah! Oh my gosh, we're just making a mess. Okay, here we go. Okay, so for this week's Marseille Weekly Forecast / predictions, the card that came out is the Eight of Cups, which is the card that came out is the Eight of Cups, emotional withdrawal. Bottom of the deck, which is the summary of that, you got the Moon card, Shadow. Top of the deck, use your watching this right now. You got the Eight of Swords card, Trapped in Fear. To clarify, the Eight of Cups, you got the Five of Swords, you got the Queen of Swords, and you got the Page of Swords, or Cups. And then the card that came out is Taurus, Cultivate. Alright. We'll do the charms afterwards. There's something here about a cycle, the infinity sign. Something here could be about finances. Something here could be like something that has to do with intuition. Could be mysteries, maybe a secret, or something something's about like subconscious underneath. Okay, and then there's something here about moving forward, maybe creating something new, being new to something. And then there may need to be some type of control over the mind, control over um whatever conflicts there may be, if it's like mentally, psychologically, within you, outside of you, both. There needs to be some type of like taking control, boundaries. There's something about a sharp tongue. Just be careful of that if it's from you. Yeah, I feel like there's something about boundaries. I feel like there's something about boundaries and cutting something out when it comes to conflict and possibly causing like anxiety and may possibly like fear mongering and like a limited mind. So set up boundaries against that, I guess. Cut that out. And be careful of like words from yourself or maybe words in general somehow. Um, yeah. And something about knowing something maybe could be contributing or part of like or just a part of like this anxiety and conflict happening. There's something about conflict here. Yeah, there's something about conflict. Maybe you guys are going through some things. Could be like, disagreements with others and everything like that, especially verbally. And then there's something about I feel like there's something about putting up boundaries, and it's kind of like putting up boundaries and going towards something better. So it's kind of like maybe not putting up with something anymore, and for once like choosing to go towards where your heart is fulfilled. There's something about like illusions and possibly naivety. Something about subconscious as well. I want to read the Page of Cups real quick and see here. It's something about like naivety and possibly like the subconscious. Maybe something about illusions, imagination. Maybe there's like a little bit of creativity in here as well. All right, I'm trying to look for the Page of Cups real quick. Okay, so here it is. It says, upright, the Page of Cups is a thoughtful, artistic man, young man, or girl willing to help the seeker. Can also signify the birth of a child or new ideas in business. So I feel like there's something like creative, something about being creative and imagination. There's something about illusion as well, and like subconscious, and maybe it uprooting or coming up. Maybe it's in the creation or something like that. Um, yeah. And then there's something about I feel like with some of you guys, it's either you, someone else, or there's like a situation of like just having fear of I guess it's fear when it comes to like cultivating, like having resources, and even though this is not really harvest, like harvest, just being nervous, anxious, restless, maybe like stressed, and maybe something about fear mongering or having fear when it comes to cultivating, having resources. Maybe there's worry about that. Interesting. Okay. Just want to read the Page of Cups again. Okay. Um, and there could be something about like the subconscious and like something about things being uprooted from the subconscious or from underneath, and like creativity at the same time. All right, so yeah, what came out was emotional withdrawal, Eight of Cups. So for the Mars of weekly forecast predictions, there's something here about leaving something behind and that wasn't supporting your highest good and supporting the highest good, and moving towards what does support your highest good and the highest good. Um, like leaving, and it could be emotionally for the most part. Bottom of the deck summary of that is the Moon card, Shadow, and there's something about the subconscious, something being revealed, something underneath. Maybe there's something about intuition, maybe following your intuition, something about emotions as well. And the top of the deck, usually watching this right now. It's either you, someone else, or there's some type of energy of like fear, having fear of something, being scared, worried currently. Maybe having some type of limited mindset. And then To clarify, the Eight of Cups, emotional withdrawal, you have the Five of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Cups, sorry. I feel like there's something here about like setting up boundaries when it comes to especially when it comes to conflict. And maybe when it comes to conflict and it comes to a child, or when it comes to a conflict and it comes to like your inner child, or something about your vulnerability, or maybe your creativity, maybe all of that and whatnot. And even though the Queen of Swords is not really like protective to me, like it's given protective right now, where I feel like it's like something about protecting like the innocence or the purity, maybe the naivety, the creation, a child, your inner child, like protecting, setting the boundaries when it comes to conflict. Oh, interesting. That does make sense with the to clarify the Eight of Cups, because sometimes people move on, move away, um, to have a better life for themselves and for their child and stuff, and for whatever reason it is. So I'm gonna read that. The book, right? Yep. Let's find Taurus. Oh, that wind is crazy. So we have Taurus here. I want to put the light on in case y'all can't see it. Ooh, it's 1313. So Taurus, cultivate. Taurus asks you to hold still, dig in, grow roots, and strengthen over time. Manifest in a practical way. Signif- Signified by a bull standing in its field, Taurus rules the neck and voice. It's supposed to bring life into matter through growing wildflowers and crops, through our muscular strength and the sensual potential of our bodies, and through the solidness of our material resources. The sun shines here, yeah, April 21st to May 20th. And it says action. Work with the metaphor of gardening. Plow the ground, plant the seeds, nurture the crops with water and fertilizer, and protect those crops from predation. Grow roots rather than travel. Investigate what concrete form your project should take, and the next practical steps in that direction. Appreciate the senses. Notice what you see, smell, hear, feel, and taste. Use the senses to be in the present moment and let time flow by. Cuddle and feed. And about the part where it says, investigate what concrete form your project should take and the next practical steps in that direction. I feel like maybe some of y'all may be nervous about that or whatnot. The like moving forward and the next steps to take. Maybe because it's like, kind of like unwritten, unknown kind of thing. But some of y'all could be nervous about that. I feel like y'all don't have that, or whatnot. Yeah, and to form a project or something like that. hmm and then we have here, in a relationship, listen to both the signals of body chemistry and the practicalities of your life to give it a fertile field. Cultivate your garden. Like a slowly growing flower basking in the sun, find contentment in this moment. Explore the roots of the situation. Ask what feeds this idea or what feeds your soul. If you're feeling pushed about, sit, hold still. Grow roots and let the storm pass over you. Don't hurry. Play the long game as you plant and tend your crops. Challenge. Taurus excess can lead you to mistake stubbornness for strength or look for spiritual and emotional answers in the material world. There will never be enough stuff to fill an emotional void. Sensuality is a Taurus gift, but sex alone will not fulfill a desire for love. Clarify your hunger. Then we have gift. Everything that surrounds you is made up of matter, and the word matter comes from the Latin word matter, with mater or matter, which is mater, or mother. Taurus connects you to the sacred mother earth, the sacred earth, Mother Gaia herself, the physical vessel who holds spirit in the body, in the plants, and in the earth beneath us. So that's Taurus there. Interesting. And then the sign that we have here is Cancer. It could be any of those signs. You could be that sign. Um, a sign could be in your chart. It could be anybody around you. It could be planetary placement, the energy of the reading, all of that. Let's do 3 charms and then move on to the Mercury Day energy reading. All right. All right. I think that's Dagaz, Dagaz. I think so. Yeah, it is. So this the a rune came out, so it says it's Dagaz, Dagaz, and it means dawn, breakthrough, awakening, embarking on an enterprise. So yeah, starting a new journey, moving forward, leaving something behind to go forward onto a new journey and all that stuff. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, breakthrough, and yeah, definitely embarking on an enterprise for sure. We have the Herkimer diamond and is used for attunement, helps with astral travel, lucid dreaming, attuning with another person, group, or environment. Wow. Some of you may be nervous about that because it's by where the Eight of Swords is at. So some of you may be nervous about that, or something. And then we have Tiwaz here, Tiwaz, and it means tier, honor, justice, leadership, and authority. Tier, honor, justice, leadership, and authority. And it's something about maybe naivety or being new when it comes to that, or something about new ideas when it comes to that or whatnot. Okay, so that is that for this week's Mars Day weekly forecast slash predictions. Um, yeah, there's just something about like just moving forward towards something. I feel like it's just like putting your foot down, setting up boundaries, and maybe standing up for your child, your inner child, or your vulnerability, your innocence, purity, or whatever like new thing that is coming across here, some type of new project or new idea or new thing coming on here, or the new dawn, a new day. There's something about like conflict and like maybe like being protecting from all those things I just said from that. Uh be careful of like your words and everything like that. Be careful of others' words and stuff like that, like, projecting and casting like word spells and all that stuff on you. And I don't know, I guess be careful of anyone like trying to like make you like limit your mindset or something like that. There's something about illusions and secrets, and maybe something about creativity and so something in the subconscious and like trying to come out. And then there's something about like cultivating and like resources and all that stuff and some type of nervous thing dealing with that. And yeah, just don't let any negative stuff get to you or get to this or in the energy of whatever this all is and all that stuff. Just focus on your intuition, your heart, what it's telling you, what fulfills you, and all of that stuff. So that is that. Let's go on to the Mercury Day energy reading for this week. And then okay. Boop, 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 boop. So we're done with her. Let me get up for a hot second. We are done with you, ma'am. Thank you. I'm just switching everything out right now. I want everything to be neat so when I'm done, I don't have so much to clean up. Ah! 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oops. My bad. Ooh, this is a cute one. Okay. So done with these two. We're gonna put them on the side over here. And now we're using these. Okay. I'm gonna put a timestamp and all that stuff for each readings, as I usually do. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. Okay. Let's put this to the side because we're done with that. All right. So now we are going to go on to the Mercury Day energy reading. You're gonna switch up the cards just a bit, but yeah. And we started at 40. I'm gonna put 40-30. Okay. So welcome to this week's Mercury Day energy reading. And let's begin. Again, I am channeling with their stock for the collector's highest goods. And yeah, it's good. If you want to know more about him, you can go to the beginning of this video where I describe him. All right. All right. Let's begin. Oh, I also kind of want to change that. Yeah, so let me change it around. Sorry, my bad. So we gotta change the time that I started. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Do 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 do. Oh. Uh-oh. Da da dun 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 dun. All right, there we go. Cool. Now we can move on. Okay, so now we can move on for real, for real. Shuffle them all. All right. I'm gonna put 44.55 instead. I actually want to do it again just because of that. I'm so sorry. Oh God. Okay. So for real this time. 45. I feel like that's good too. Okay. Alrighty. point, and then I'm gonna do the charms afterwards. See something real quick. Yeah, it does feel like that. Anyway, so for this week's Mercury Day energy reading, the topic is no progression. The card that came out is the throat chakra. Bottom of the deck, which is a summary of that, is the Ace of Cups. Love begins. Top of the deck, you're watching this right now. You got the Ace of Pentacles. Prosperity begins. And then the to clarify the throat chakra, you got the Six of Wands. You've got the Nine of Wands, and you also got the Three of Wands. And the Oracle card that came out is Self Interest. Oh yeah, there's something that there's something definitely about the self a lot. I feel like there's just something about like putting and then the bottom of the deck, right? Bottom of the deck, which is summary, and then top of the deck usually watching for now. So yeah, bottom of the deck for the Oracle card, self interest is displacement. And it could be completely different from what I'm explaining, but the way that's coming out and I'm seeing it, this is why I think that it's being said a little bit in here. And then top of the deck, usually righteous right now is teamwork. So there's just something here about displacement of like your attention or energy when it comes to the self and others. So yeah, there's something here about the self, autonomy. There's something here about individuality. There's something here about a new beginning, initiating something. And then there's the number sequence 369. I see that as body, mind, and soul. So there's something about like alignment on body, mind, and soul. And And then there's something about like an end of a cycle. Yeah, something here is about an end of a cycle. Something could be about travel, like literal travel. I'm feeling, and it could be energetically, or it could be for real about moving. I feel like it's for real though. Just something about people moving or whatnot. Um, this is there could be some. It could be about like teaching, learning, or whatnot, like philosophy and education. It could also be about This could be something here with sports or athletics. So all of that. Yeah, there's something about like the alpha and omega, and then like the alignment and all that stuff, the beginning and the end, or whatnot. Okay, so yeah, there's something about like persistence, continuing to be consistent and persistent, like continuing to go forward, and something about that, and it's like uh fighting the good fight, fighting for a good cause. And it's like not just fighting for nothing. It's not just fighting for nothing. There's something about like victory, winning, overcoming something. Something could have been like a struggle. You had to be consistent, persistent, even during times I guess where it felt like ridiculous or unnecessary. But it's something about like growth and overcoming something, having victory. And then there's just that's that. There's something about like speaking up for yourself or expressing yourself or something like that. Maybe needing to be heard. But yeah, what came out was the throat chakra card. Yeah, that what did I do? No, I didn't do it yet. Sorry. Let me stop jumping around. Then yeah, there's something here about victory, um, putting you on a pedestal, maybe high ranking, moving up, new level. And there's something here about there's some type of like struggle. It it could have been, or it currently still is, and there's just some type of change that has to do with it. But there's something here about like the throat chakra, like expressing yourself, speaking up for yourself, and all that stuff. And there was some type of struggle, or like needed. There was a need to be persistent when it came to like your throat chakra, speaking up, expressing yourself or whatnot, maybe in your authenticity. But it wasn't like for nothing. It wasn't for nothing. It feels like it's like the light at the end of the tunnel, like working hard, but it pays off type of thing. And it feels like something about like fighting for yourself, advocating for yourself, speaking up, expressing, and just continuing to do that, be persistent in that. There's something here about yeah. So as the cards were coming out, that's what was like getting to me too. I was like, this doesn't seem like it relates to the no progression, but then along the way, I was thinking like, I was thinking like maybe some people feel like they're being consistent and persistent, but they're not seeing any wins. But Thoth is saying to continue to keep going and continue to do your best and be persistent, or whatnot, even though you don't see like any progression or results. And something about focusing on yourself as well. But yeah, there then yeah, there's something here about like moving on. Um, when it comes to like abundance or whatnot. I feel like there's something about being blessed, abundance, new, yeah, something new and moving on or whatnot. And then you may be gifted with something. There again, there's like a new thing, a new job, find something new when it comes to finances, maybe your home, your foundation. And this is a possibly it's like a gift or whatnot. And it's for you. There's something about being selfish as well when it comes to this. Hmm. Yeah, so throat chakra is what came out. There's something about authenticity, expressing yourself, speaking up. Bottom of the deck, summary of that card. You got the Ace of Cups. There's something about there's like a new beginning. It could be a new beginning in love. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be friendship or any other type of connections, union. But there's some type of maybe a new beginning in love for some of y'all. Maybe it could be something about self love as well. Since there's things about the self in this reading already, it could be self love. Maybe even speaking up for yourself and authenticity when it comes to self love. And it could be something about also like just something new in general. Maybe like getting your cup filled or whatnot. Starting to get your cup filled. And usually watching this right now, top of the deck, the Ace of Pentacles. You got and usually watching this right now. Currently, there's some type of new again like a new beginning, and it could be like a new job, a new business venture, something with your finances that's new. It could be like home resources foundation, in general or something like that. Something about your stability. And then yeah, to clarify the throat chakra, the Six of Wands and Nine of Wands and the Three of Wands. There's something here about when it comes to the throat chakra, something here about victory and putting someone up, you up, or there's something like putting on a pedestal and victory and like ascending, next level, growing. Um, and it's like because of being persistent, fighting the good fight, not giving up when it comes to the throat chakra. Okay. We have self-interest. I regularly have 4 neighborhood crow visitors. There is one crow that seems a bit more selfish when it comes to the food I put out. While the other crows take their turns grabbing a nugget or two of the dog food I leave out on a plate, there is one that will shove as much in its mouth as possible, not caring if there isn't a single crumb left for the others. Self-interest indicates that you may be looking out for only yourself, and as a result, others will be impacted. On the flip side, be aware of the actions taken by those around you, as someone may try to come in and take more than their fair share. Being selfish isn't always bad. Sometimes we need to focus on our wants and needs. Depending on your situation, self interest may indicate that you are in need of some pampering or that it is time to put your needs above others. For example, your dream job may require a move or a shift in lifestyle. You may need to weigh the impact taking this job will have on those around you. In the short term, you may be perceived as selfish, but in the long term, your decision may benefit all those involved. So, yeah, you know, be careful of like being so like about you, like about me, that like it has like a negative effect. But I feel like for the most part, what's happening here is honestly like putting yourself first or whatnot, because you need to be selfish or whatnot, and there's just something with like the crowd and the self, and there's something about being selfish, and something about like that with no progression, and it's like I feel like more of a feeling of there's no progress, but there's some type of connection with feeling like there's no progress, but there is. You just need to keep putting the work in. And something here is like the energy of like not allowing any um, distractions from your persistence, not allowing anything to disrupt or throw you off, especially when it comes to the throat chakra, and needing to like have, I guess, tunnel vision and focus on what you need to focus on you when it comes to that or whatnot. So there, and then I'll do like the 3 charms. There are no signs here. No zodiac signs. All right. All right. So let's look at the first charm. It says the bull, the bad meaning, the bad omen of the bull. And it says blinded by loss, hurt, possibly in love, moving and doing things such as intentions out of anger, anxiety, fear, such as which in parentheses are negative emotions, vengeful, acting without reflecting first, and then reflection and love before making decisions, movement. So yeah. Sorry about the phone. Something about all of that could have like some type of effect with your throat chakra. It's also reminded me of like the Mars Day weekly forecast / predictions that I just did, and something about there's something with conflict and like not allowing like um
bad, like words to be like like negativity and words, not allowing that or whatnot, whether it's coming from yourself or like from outside of you, not allowing like negative words or negativity when it comes to the mental and psyche. And let us go on. I think that's Gebo. Gebo. It is. Okay. So we got Gebo, Gebo, and it says gifts, relationships, sacrifice, exchange, contracts, and partnerships. That's great. So yeah, and that's over where I said like there may be some type of gift or something like that. Um, and it says it right there anyway. Yeah, there's maybe some type of offer or a new thing, material thing, or something with finances going on, or just like something that has to do with like a promise of like stability or something. Um, we got Gebo, gifts, relationships, sacrifice, exchange, contracts, and partnerships. And then we have here we have Venus. So something could be very well about money for sure. Cause Venus rules Libra as well as Taurus. So there could be something about resources and money and material things. We have Venus here. It also could be with about like people that you like connect with and interact with and everything like that. So there could be something about like love in terms of like partnership, friendship, relationship. There could be something about like self-love though as well. Um and I think also Libra does like associate with like self-care a little bit. Like kind of just like keeping up on your looks and all that stuff or certain things. So that's that for this week's Mercury Day energy reading. The topic, no progression. It seems like things are cool. You just gotta be persistent, don't give up, and not allow any external energies to you know, disrupt you or anything like that or stop anything. Um yeah. And like whatever certain things are, don't let anything like block like your throat chakra, your expression, your right to like speak and everything. Don't let anything stop like delay you or stop you from speaking out, expressing yourself, being your most authentic self. You keep going no matter what. All right, so that's that for this week's Mercury Day energy reading. So that's that. Oh, let me get up again and put these away. Ooh, a new episode of Dandadan is on. Gotta watch it. All right, and gotta put this away too.
So we're gonna go on to the Jupiter Day card pull reading for today. Let me just put this away and then I'll do the card pull reading. Again, I will put timestamps so when it's the replay and stuff, you don't have to like figure out which one, you don't have to scroll past it or anything like that. You could just click. That's wild. Did I say that in one of the readings? I did say something about overcoming. But now that we're at the Jupiter Day card pull reading, that is what the topic is. That's hilarious. Interesante. Let me change the title. Ooh, yeah. Okay. And we gotta put it over her. And then give me a second. I'm just changing the title because now we are on the Jupiter Day card pull reading. Probably wouldn't even be hearing any of this since I'll put up the timestamps anyway. If you want to go through the whole thing, that's all on you, baby. Do 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 do. Beep bom, beep bom, beep bom, beep 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 beep. Okay, and let me just make sure. All right, so now I'm good. Okay, so we wrote that down. Okay, and now we are on the Jupiter Day card pull reading. Welcome, and let's begin. There's only one topic for this week's Jupiter Day card pull reading. And again, if you're just kind of like skipping around and you don't know who I'm channeling, I am channeling with their thoughts. For supporting declare the highest good and the highest good. And if you want to know more about him, you could go back to the beginning of the video where I described him. So let's begin. Oop, you got two cards. A spot of tea. Yeah. So, okay. I guess I feel like from what I'm seeing here, some of y'all may be feeling a little bit like smoky mirrors and and then feeling lost, can't really see smoky mirrors type of thing, the unknown type of stuff. And it will be a good idea to uh, take some time out to like sit down and maybe reflect or introspect, maybe to be in the present and you maybe have a spot or tea or something like that to like just reflect and everything to self-assess. Um, you need to take some time and yeah, to ground, needing some time to like ground and everything like that. Maybe there's just like a lot happening or just like things just don't it seems like blurry or foggy, it doesn't seem clear. There's just a need, maybe you need to like just take some time to be present and have a spot tea or something like that, or assess reassess self-assess yourself, introspect, and be patient as well. Sometimes like things aren't revealed all at once or something. So yeah, for this week's Jupiter Day card pull reading, the topic is overcoming adversity. And the cards that came out first one is the cup of tea, patience assignment or assessment, my bad, patience and assessment. And then the second card that came out is time, presence and self-awareness. There's a lot about the self in the readings so far. And I said all of that because bottom of the deck, summary of those is fog, obscurity, and feeling lost. And at the top of the deck, usually watching this right now, you got it says soil, stability, and simplicity. So you need to ground now, or you are doing that because you're so something about like lost, like simplifying things and everything like that, so you could just get back to on track of things, especially mentally. And let us read it. Let's find it. Oh, okay, I was like, they don't have like freaking the index. That's crazy. Okay. I still can't find it. Sorry. OMG. I guess they don't have it here. What? Y'all. Oh, okay, here we go. I just wasn't seeing it. All right, so here we are. We have cup of tea. Patience, reassessment, card meaning. A cup of tea provides you with a moment of quiet. Savor the process and stay present. This brewing takes time, just as a tricky situation takes time to develop. A quick reaction may not be the way to go. Have patience and let things ripen. Just as an infusion of herbs takes time to come to full potency, magical work rarely produces instantaneous results. Remember, a watched pot never boils. Let it do its work in its own time and trust in your process. Use the time to reflect on the situation and how you feel about it, and reassess your perspective. The cup of tea card reminds you that perhaps all is not as it seems. And the reflection here is, are there lessons you can learn from a difficult situation that you haven't considered yet? And it's the same thing with like the clock. Like if you keep looking at the clock, like it's gonna be slow. So stop watching the clock. Or stop pocket watching, stop watching the clock. I don't know. Okay, so we have time, presence, self awareness, card meaning. With its sharp sense, time tells you to be in the moment and pay attention to the state of your mind, body, and spirit. In green witchcraft, we rely on herbs to help ground us. The time card is asking you to be present and self aware. It may be time to take an inventory on how you feel. With all the pretense, wishful thinking, and illusion stripped away, evaluate yourself honestly. Take note of areas that sting or hurt and what feels good. Try not to judge your feelings, just offer them love and understanding, and remember that feelings are not actions. It takes strength and effort to stay present in your life. And the reflection here is, have you been fully present in your daily life? If not, what steps can you take to change this? Wow. So that's that. That's basically what I said in the beginning before I even read all of that. Like, there's something about taking time out to be present or whatnot and to just assess the moment and everything. Um, because when it comes to overcoming adversity, people feeling lost or the smoky mirrors, or it's kind of like foggy, mentally or psychically, or what's going on psychically, psychologically, whatever it is or whatnot. um and yeah, and sometimes to ground, to be present, to be here. So that's that for this week's Jupiter Day card per reading, the topic overcoming adversity. Okay, if you would like a personal reading, you can visit my link tree or you can email me a set up a day and time. They both will be in the description box for you to see. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's very much appreciated and it's helpful. And peace out. Oh, let me do the thingy. So, boop, boop, boop. Peace out. Oops.